Hello YouTube! I am Ben Star and this is 2 Point Hospital Strategy and Tactics. So today I've got a new build for you, and welcome to our new players who are joining us from the consoles. These tip videos I put out are their guides to help you build your hospitals a little bit better. This is one of them. I have a whole host of them. Check out the link in the description for more. But without further ado, today we're going to be talking about the pharmacy. So the pharmacy is, one of the first cure buildings that you build out there. As far as getting your patients cured, it competes a little bit with the ward and the psychiatry room for curing people in the early game, but it's still pretty darn important for itself. So let me show you how to build it right, or at least my ideal way of building a pharmacy. So the minimum is 3 by 3, and given the amount of traffic that these things generate, I generally would recommend keeping it to the minimum. You don't want to, you can, but you don't want to make it too big. Alright, as for our door, we're actually not going to place our door right away. We are going to be measuring something else out. We're going to grab our drug mixer, and what we're going to do is we're going to put it over here in the corner. Obviously we can orient this room however needed. Now we're going to grab our door, and we're going to nudge it as close to the drug mixer as the game will allow us to get that. Remember, hold the control key to do fine-tuned movements like this. So about 2/3 the way down the wall here. Now, obviously, you will be keeping your machines well maintained, but in the event that your machine is low on health and disaster strikes, it may catch fire. So an extinguisher is always a good idea. Placing it near the door will allow your janitors to run in, grab it real quick, and put the mixer out before anything horrible happens. And it's just good for in general. Besides that, we definitely want to get ourselves some temperature fixers. On this particular map here, we have a colder map, so we are going to go ahead and grab ourselves a radiator, place it right next to the fire extinguisher, like so. Now then, the big piece of this room, and many other rooms like it, but this room in particular, is going to be the medicine cabinet. The medicine cabinet will give you a +1 to diagnostic or treatment power. And while there is no diagnosing that goes on in this room, there is a lot of treating, and failed treatments can cause patient deaths and losses of reputation and ghosts and all sorts of other bad stuff. So we want to give our nurses that work this place a help. So we're going to go ahead and do a 1, a 2, 3, and a 4, right like this. Again, use the control key to get them nice and close to each other. And then up here, we're going to go as close as to the side here as we can get away with. 1, 2, a 3, and a 4. Now over here, we can do one more in here, like so. And we're gonna do 2 more in here. We can get away with 2 more in here. 1 and 2, like so. Now, last but not least, we are gonna almost last but not least, we are gonna go ahead and pepper the walls here with gold star wards. You don't need to push it to level 5 prestige. I like to just dot it around the room. It's more for the entertainment value than anything else. You don't need to go crazy. Now, for one last thing, and this is why I call this the Chairy Pharmacy. Not cherry as in the fruit, but cherry as in the play on words for the word chair. We could find it along here. There we go. 5 kudosh. 25 bucks to place it, but very important. So what you want to do is you want to put it right here, like that. And that, my friends, is the Chairy Pharmacy. Now, why this particular layout? Well, let's show it to you in action. So let's see this in action here. So here we've got our Chairy Pharmacy here. This variant does not need a temperature fixer, so in the place of the radiator I put a hand sanitizer. Now notice that after curing a patient, the doctor is going to take an idle animation. Or rather, the nurse, rather. Now, what item they use for their idle animation is somewhat random. But as you can see there, they went and used the hand sanitizer, which is one of the better ones there. But after they finished their idle animation, the new patient came in and made their way up to their to the drug mixer and, well, is ready for treatment. Essentially, you need to account for those idle animations from your nurse in between each person. All right, patient goes there. Nurse is going to double thumbs up and then take another idle animation. Hey, look at that. They decided to sit on the chair. One of the reasons why we stick a chair, and the whole reason for the Chairy Pharmacy here, is that one of the targets of the idle animation can be the chair. And if it's the chair, he's right here. Like, he has to just be at this knob to turn the machine on. That's it. Now, one of the targets of the idle animation can be one of the medicine cabinets, too. And these are arranged in a way that, yes, okay, if he decides to pick a random medicine cabinet to idle at, it's easy for him to get back to the machine. Of course, he's taking a break. That doesn't help us out, but let's... nurse? Oh, wait, you're not a nurse. All right, we got a replacement nurse. Excellent. Fiona May, welcome aboard. So we've got plenty of patients on here, but once again, they idle in the chair. Patient's ready to go. She gets up, and off we go. Boom. The chair doesn't actually serve any comfort purpose. There is no comfort stat in the game, but at the very least, it helps keep them planted nearby. So that, my friends, is the Chairy Pharmacy. Obviously, you're going to want to keep your drug mixer upgraded as much as possible, but these treatment medicine cabinets will help your nurse do better. Now, this is a pretty darn skilled nurse right here, so we've got some pretty darn good chances for cure, even for the more difficult diseases, although it's never going to be 100%. It is impossible to be at 100%. So, if you guys liked this episode, if you guys liked this tip and found it helpful, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and leave me a comment, good, bad, or indifferent. Your feedback is always welcome. And if you know anybody else who might be in need of some additional assistance, who might benefit from this tip, pass it along to them, please. It certainly helps the channel, and it will certainly help your friends. And stay tuned for more 2 Point Hospital strategy and tactics quick tips coming at you soon. Until next time, Pinstar out. See ya!